All right, what's up, everyone? Big news, very sad. That pumpkin that you saw in the community post was not able to purchase it. It was an unreasonable price. Although it was very cool, it was significantly expensive, and all the pumpkins there were. So I know, sad, but it was just like, I know we can get like a $5 pumpkin within 70-80% of the size at Aldi, and I forget how much this was, like 30 or 40. It was a decent price per pound. So very sad, I know. In other news, 305 on bench for 4. I did go for a 5th rep, but it will not grace the YouTube. It actually kind of disappointed. Like, it was very, very close. I just waited too long at the top before I went for it because I actually got past the point of where I typically get stuck. But I just took too long at the top, and sometimes that helps me a little bit, but other times just tires out the shoulders more. And big shout out to Vince. I did try those rear delt flies beforehand, and my press felt a lot more even, actually. And usually when I go all the way to max, I have that tilt going on the right side, and I had a little bit on rep number 4. I felt like it was either 3 or 4, but all the other reps felt really good. So thank you very much for that tip. I did not try the 350. Sorry, I know the 350 is not there yet because the body weight needs to increase for that. So yeah, let's check the body weight, see what we got. Food has been very good. Yesterday, got some steak and cheese from Subway, and then, hey, that's what we like to see. None of that 204 nonsense. So yeah, had that going. Did 4 hard-boiled eggs this morning, and then this epic, this epic raspberry cream cheese pastry thing that was very good, and an egg wrap, and oatmeal, maybe something else too. I don't know. Food was great though. Coffee was good. I'm gonna go 280 now, hopefully 6+. Dips, we might go big and try the 135 because my friend Brian pointed out to me, so I wasn't paying attention, that you can adjust this up. So I just moved it up 1, and I think we'll have room now to use the 45. So shout out to Brian on that one. So even though I've done 300 for 6, but the last rep in that one was super, super sketchy. The 305 for 4, even though it's, obviously, like, you build the pyramid up, 300 for 6 is better. 305 just felt good for 4 reps. The 5th rep is there. Again, the body weight with bench. From what I've seen, when your body weight increases, your bench just goes up. So other lifts, yes. I would say deadlift the least, for whatever reason that is. I have no idea. But bench really seems to respond well to just being a couple pounds heavier, having some extra calories in the system. Pull-ups and chin-ups, obviously not so much. Stuff like rows and curls, and just not as much on other stuff. So yeah, we're gonna crush the calories this weekend and get back on track. And I would like to see a 208 maybe on Sunday weigh-in, but we'll see. All right, so 6+ is the goal. 280. Didn't really re-chalk, but I think that's okay. Nice and even is the goal. It takes me a little bit sometimes to position. 6 has been the number as of late, which is all good. Whew, felt like a nice doable 6. Now we got the dips, and I got to reconsider the incline bench and what to do with it because I don't want to let it fall off too much. But I don't think it's reasonable to try and get 3 big movements in for chest. Like I don't know how much that would really do for my shoulders. Yeah, not sure. Considering doing another set on, like adding in a third set on bench, because I was doing that for a while, but it all comes down to time management. Like, you know, I have these grand aspirations for certain lifts and what I want to do, but as the clock gets close to an hour, it's kind of like, all right, you know, my productiveness will go down past that hour. What I'm doing will not actually benefit me as much, and also just, you know, the lift cannot absorb the entire day. So I think we'll probably let the bench rest there and then see what we can do on the dips. I'm excited to use those 45s now. It should be way easier. Thank you again, Brian. All right, 135 felt really good. Now remember, I wouldn't say this is a normal progression for somebody because my chest has gotten a lot stronger because I haven't done dips in 5 or 6 years. But my bench and incline bench are much better than they were the last time I did dips. So I, did working sets with 90 pounds, probably 70 to 90. I don't know, something that was too long ago to know. It's not in that book. It's actually in a different book. I don't even know if I have any more. Either way, if you're just starting out, or if you've been doing dips for a long time, like you're not going to make that kind of jump, because I went from 105 for 4 a week and a half ago, and now we're at 135 for 3. That's because my chest has gotten stronger, but I haven't been doing this movement at all. So that's why you get that rapid increase. So just feel like I should state that, because people are going to be like, how did you possibly add 30 pounds to your 3 to 4 rep max? But my chest strength has exceeded what it was the last time I was doing them, like I said. So now we're kind of, we should continue to see some rapid dip growth for a little while, and then we'll get to the nitty gritty, right? All right, so enough chitter chatter. 90, and hopefully, gotta hide the quads here. I don't want to be doing a quad reveal. Hopefully, I don't know, I feel like 8 maybe? We'll see. Flies. I'm just going to go 2 sets here, 42s. I try and crank out 16, because that will push me into new territory. And I'm feeling good after those dips. I like dips. 135 for 3. Can we get to 1? Can we get to 4 plates by the end of the year for a single? Time will tell. Whew. That got the chest going. I'm not sure what the post-workout is after this. Still got some hard-boiled eggs. That would be a PR for the day, though. That would be like 8 eggs. So I had 4 for breakfast, and then I had another 2 for second breakfast, and that wrap. And then I had that raspberry cream cheese thing for third breakfast. That doesn't really count. There's no eggs in that, probably. But still got 2 hard-boiled left, so that could be the move. What do you think? Can we get 4-plate dip by the end of the year? I think so. We got like 15, yeah, like 15 weeks or something like that. So there's time. All right, chest is feeling super toasty, so I think take my victory there, and we'll give it a couple seconds. I'll do a warm-up set of crushers off screen, and then the crushers. Expecting 6 to 8 because those dips get the triceps a little bit, which is all good. I'd rather toast the triceps a little more with the dips than have to go to decimation failure with the skull crushers, because the dips just feel easier on the triceps. All right. Yeah, hopefully 6 to 8, but we'll see. And then we'll go drop set per usual. Those dumbbells are awesome, but because of the width of the 25s, skull crushers, I'm always hitting on one side or the other, which is a little bit annoying, but then again, everyone's got some story why they didn't do what they wanted to do, right? Whew. All right. A lot of times, somebody tells me about some PR, with the exception of the lifting community on YouTube, because a couple times I've mentioned to people, like they say something about a lift. Like recently somebody told me about how they did a 225 log press, and I was like, oh, sick, like, can I see? Then they actually tagged me in the video, and I was like, let's go. That was a sick log press. I think it was Larson, Strength and Conditioning, and then NH 1776 posted a sick deadlift video, and JF with the deadlift video. So the YouTube community, super cool. But in real life, when people tell me, like I remember this one, I was at a party, it was a while ago, and I never say anything about lifting because I think people are always expecting that I'm going to say something. So I just don't really, I just ask people questions about them, and I don't talk so much about what I do. But somebody came up and they're asking about lifting and about my bench press. I think I had something in the 200s back then for bench, and they were like, I bench 370. And this person appeared to be about 160 pounds soaking wet at the end of the day with 4 meals in them. And I was like, that's crazy for any weight. Can I see a video? Like, no offense, that's a very impressive feat of strength. I'd like to see proof, I didn't do it in a mean way, but they were like, oh no, like the camera died, we didn't get it on footage. And I was like, oh, like, well, okay, can I see like any training footage in the 300? And they were like, no, well, like I recorded it. And never mind. You got where I'm going with the story. I've talked about this before with people. Like, just that coming over the top with some story about how either you or someone else is massively stronger and bigger than the person that, is talking. Let's get a couple more here. And I never ask to make someone feel bad. I always ask because I'm legitimately interested and want to see, like, yeah, I want to see a 370 bench press by anyone. especially somebody that looks like they weigh 160, like that would be insane. But when you get down to the nitty gritty sometimes, like I said, with the exception of YouTube community members and followers, who are awesome, by the way. Don't forget, at the end of the video, there's a thank you montage to all the members. You're awesome. Thank you very much. And all the channel subscribers, you're also awesome. But there is that special section at the end for the members. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to go on a tangent there. We'll save that for Coffee with Pat, episode 2 coming up. Tomorrow, back of biceps, live video, 2 p.m. If you're around, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll do, yeah, pull-ups, rows, the normal stuff, pull downs, some curls. That'll probably be it. Live video, I usually don't move at as quickly because I'm talking, interacting with people. So I still get everything done. It just takes a little bit longer because I'm pacing myself. I don't think it would be very interesting if I just worked out and didn't say anything to anyone. I feel like I'd drop down to 0 viewers if I had to guess. So got that going tomorrow. Thank you to everybody so much. You make this channel possible by your support and your encouragement. Yeah, just stay positive. Haha. Hope you know what I meant in that segment. You can't, like, say you can't train legs. You can't just leave that. Like, you can't just have that emptiness there. You got to fill that with something, right? So that's why, like, Bugenhagen was talking about how he added in a lot more upper body and built up his upper body more. You know, I feel like that's the key when you're going through something like that. Like, all right, can't do as much of this. Let me not just leave it open and do nothing on those days. Let me do something else and improve myself over here, right? So anyway, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Live video, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great day. Don't forget to hydrate and get those calories in. Don't follow my example over the last couple of days where I slacked off. We're back on track today. Peace.